of yoga and the meaning of yoga and various definitions we have discussed in the previous class, myths, the misconceptions of yoga, and a small introduction about the four Vedas and the four Vedangas. And now today our session will start.
I am getting call from your group, sir.
For regarding, ma'am?
I don't know. Now I am getting.
Maybe some
Madam.
Maybe wrong.
I think.
Okay. Okay. Next one. Next we will discuss about the ashramas. The ashramas is it is combined in our daily life and our life as per human life, and it is having the four stages. The four stages like as a human being, and particularly the gents in the brahmacharya, grahasthan, and vanaprasthan and sannyasa. And this is the for the four stages. In the first stage is the brahmacharya, that is the student stage, that is the first 25 years. And second one, grahasthan, that is a householder, it is a marriage life from the 25 to 50. And the vanaprastha is the hermit stage, that is a starting to prepare the sannyasa stage, to prepare to know the immortality and higher knowledge. And the final stage, sannyasa, after getting the wisdom, and we go for the sannyasa. It is a four stages of the human being. And the ashramas, then this is the four stages of human being. But in the ashrama life or in the human life, it is having the three kandas. The three kandas is the first one, karma kanda. The karma kanda means we do the work and to service our society. We are born from in this society, and we help the society, and we serve the society. That is it will happen in the first 50 years. That is called as in the Samhita, it is a pricing mantra in the brahmacharya stage. And second stage is the ceremonies, that is the brahmana stage. That time he is the grahasthan. And third one, he go for the he went to the aranyaka and get the knowledge from the rishis about the higher immortality. And finally we go for the jnanakanda. That is the jnanakanda is the Upanishad portion of aranyaka. So this is the three kandas mingled in our life. Next one, darshanas. It is a very important. Already we are aware that in our India we have the two things available. First one, Indian philosophical system, we have the two things. The first one is Nastika and Astika. What does it mean by Nastika? The Nastika is they are accepting the Vedas. They are not accepting the Vedas. But Astika, they have to accept the Vedas. The Vedas is the main resource. And you are seeing that picture in the Lord is one side is shadow, and one side is it is without the empty form, the like atoms form. The one side is there as we are believe the Ishvara is having. The another side is they are believing what the karma or some immortality, some things they have to believe. Okay, this is the our Indian philosophical system. In this philosophical system, the Vedas are main important. In the Vedas, we have the two schools based upon the Vedas, that is the Purva Mimamsa and Uttra Mimamsa. The Purva means it is the beginning, that is a Karma Kanda, and Udra Mimamsa is the second, that is the final stage, that is a Jnana Kanda. And the another one, the different schools like Sankhya, Yogam, Nyayam, and Vaisedikam. These are the different independent schools. They have to work in some concept, their concepts. Next one, Nastika, that is called as a heterotext. That is, they are not believe the Vedas. They are not believe the God. The Jainism and Buddhism, Charvakam, they are accepting only for the Ahimsa, like Ahimsa or some other principles to be followed. So these are the our Indian philosophical systems. So next one, first we'll discuss about what is the mean by Darshana. In a Sanskrit, already we are aware that the philosophy is referred as Darshana. From the Indian viewpoint, in our Indian viewpoint, philosophy or darshana, what does it mean by darshana? Is concerned with the vision of truth and reality. It is to find the truth. If I am telling the smoke is come from one mountain, that time you will asking me, how do you told this smoke is come from mountain? That time you see, you will check with that mountain, the one smoke is coming. That time you think, oh, some fire is having, so that's smoke is coming. So that is the truth and that is the reality. So the darshana is concerned with the vision of truth and reality. So the Sanskrit word darshana has at the root of the word darsh, that means to see or to look or to view. Seeing or viewing. Here the seeing, viewing means the reality and the facts of experience and forms of the basis of philosophy. And next one, here, what are the things we involved in our seeing? The senses, mind, even conscience also, we are involved in the seeing. So seeing is also encompasses contemplation. So seeing is not simply a sensory activity. So seeing may primarily to be a perpetual observation. So, but it may also concern the conceptual knowledge or intuitional flash. So this is a small introduction about our darshanas. So what is the darshanas? The six principal Hindu darshanas available are the Sankhya, Yoga, Nyaya, Vaisedika, Mimamsa and Vedanta. And the non-Hindu darshanas also available, that is called as Jainism and Buddhism. And what is the objective of this darshanas? All the six darshanas, removals of ignorance and its effects of pains and sufferings, and the attainment of freedom, perfection, and eternal bliss by the union of individual soul or Jivatman with the Supreme Soul or Paramatman. So this is our main objective of our darshanas. Okay, what are the basic concept of this darshanas, Sat darshanas? We have the four darshanas. Sorry, we have the six darshanas. According to our YCB, we just see the fundamentals only. What is the concept is there? What is it discussed there? That will we will only see. And here the first one is the Nyaya. Nyaya is the authored by our Gautama Maharishi, and Sutra is the Nyaya Sutra. At the time is approximately 6th century BC, and it is discussed about atom and matter. Sorry, acquiring the knowledge. And second one, Vaiseshikam, this is a Kanad Munivar, and Vaiseshika Sutra is the text, and is also timing the 6th century BC. It will discuss about the atom and matter. And next one, Sankhya Sutra, it is a Kapila Maharishi and Sankhya school. That is the text is Sankhya Sutra, and 6th century BC. They will discuss about consciousness and matter. And next one, Yoga. Yoga is authored by Maharishi Patanjali. The text is Yoga Sutra. In the approximate time is 2nd century BC. Sankhya and divinity. And for final one, the Purva Mimamsa, it is a Jaimini. The Purva Mimamsa Sutra is the text, and the time is approximately 4th century BC. And next one, It will discuss about the dharma and our duty preferences. And next one, Vedanta. It is invented by our Veda Vyasar, like the Badrayana. And Uttara Mimamsa Sutra, it is a 4th century BC. It is what is the objective to attain the moksha, that is the goal of Vedas that will follow. So this is a small introduction about the our Saddarshanas. Okay, first we will discuss about the Nyaya Darshana. So
In
Nyaya
the
Darshana,
past, what type of questions they will ask?
ma'am, in our exam point of view, you just know about the what are the darshanas available, what is the text and what is the author.
Author name. Okay. Can you go back to the slide, please? Last slide. Last slide. What are Shed Darshanas? Like that they will ask.
Yes, yes.
Objective type, no, sir? That is
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Theory exam. Yeah.
So in this schools and text and all, we should remember. Huh?
Maybe 1 or 2 questions asking, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. Next one, Nyaya Darshana. It is a Nyaya Darshana. It will discuss about the rules of logic, and they have to follow that Nyayavada or Dargavada. The what does it mean by Vada? The Vada means they have to argue that their concept. My concept is right. I'm that is arguing the they are follow the some rules. That is called as Vada, and they have believe the 4 pramanas. They have to use their explain their concepts. The pramanas like true knowledge. This is pratyaksham, anumanam, aptavakyam, and upamanam. The brahmanas means this is a true knowledge. And next one, 7 padarthas of materialism. The 7 padartha means these are the supporting tools of to explain their concepts. Okay, that is also one of the tools. Padarthas also. That is like substance, qualities, action, generality, particularity, relation, and non-existence. And next one, Vaiseshikam. And the Vaiseshikam is from Vishesham. The Vishesham, that is a Vishesham, already you are aware that the Vishesham means it is a separate and it is an individual, and they have to follow the atomic theory. They have to follow the Asatkaryavada. The Asatkaryavada means the Arambhavada, and non-existence of the effect in the cause. So everything will be every action is in the opposite reaction. They have to believe that this is a cause and effect concept. Example, it maintained that karya is asat or unreal until it comes into the being. So every effect then is a new beginning and is not born out of cause. So that means the samyoga sambandham. The every action will be in every action is create the one new beginning, or every concept create the one new beginning, new concept. So samyoga sambandham. There is a pen on example, the pen on table. You just if you are writing on the you are using the table, you keep on the one pen on the on table, but that is also important. So everything is related with one. So samyoga sambandham, there is a pen on table, and samvaya sambandham. Sometimes it may be combined, it is a related. So this Vaiseshika is the following the 2 pramanas. The 2 pramanas is the pratyaksham, anumanam. So pratyaksham, and the pratyaksham means right perception. Anumana means assumption. That is the inference. So there they are believed that the moksha means liberation from the state of applications. This is a Vaiseshikam. So according to our YCB level 3, you should know it. The Vaisesika is Vaisesam means Visesham. Something according to our, because in our theory exams they have to asking the questions, ma'am. If you are prepare the UGC net, you should compulsory you will read it. So there is no issue. YCB is not necessary. Next one very important, Sangya Darshana, because our Sangya Darshana is given in our syllabus also. The meaning of Sangya, the Sangya means wisdom or Purna knowledge or count or Darga Jnana. That is the meaning of Sangya. They have to follow the Satkarya Vada. So Satkarya Vada means Karana Karyam. So every action will be in the Karana Karya. So it is a maintained that Karya is Sat or real. It is present in the Karana in a potential form. So even before it's a manifestation. So the cause and effect, they have to believe there's a cause and effect, and our universe, the Sangya philosophy is believe the universe is not Maya, and our Sangya is believed this world is completely fulfilled with Sesheshwara Sankhya and Nirishwara Sankhya. So this is, so our Patanjali Maharishi also believe our Sangya Darshana. So this is the Sangya theory. It will discuss in our your Patanjali Yoga Sutra class. So it is a no need. There is a Sangya Karya. And next one, our Patanjali Yoga Darshana. Already were aware that according to our Yoga Darshana, the universe is the result of interaction of nature and self. That means Prakriti and Purusha. So what is the objective of yoga? Is still disturbance of the mind, so the self can be liberated. So these mental obstacles should prevent and liberation. Already we are aware that the yoga means yoga chitta vritti nirodha. The virodha means, that is a chitta means mind fluctuations. Virodha means we should stop that things. And the objective of yoga is to help the calm the mind, and the Yoga Darshana require the both moral and practical steps is known as 8 limbs of yoga. So our Patanjali Maharishi is given a Yoga Darshana. Ma'am?
Nothing, sir. Carry on.
Okay, ma'am. And totally 196 sutras in the 4 chapters. The first chapter is called as Samadhipada. It is having 51 sutras. And second one Sadhana Pada, that is a 55. And third one Vibhuti Pada, 56. And Kaivalya Pada in the 34. Totally 196 sutras available. And next one, Purva Mimamsam. It is a Samkhita part. It is a Samkhita part in our beginning stage in our human life. That is a Karyavada they have to follow, and 3 tools they are using their concept. That is a Pramanas like a Pratyaksham, Anumanam, and Shruti. In our Vedas, sir, already we are aware that we are receiving from rishis. So it is like a Shruti form. Our Vedas also in the Shruti form. So this also having the 7 padarthas of materialism: substance, qualities, action, generality, particularity, relation, and non-existence. So these are the 7 tools. Next one, Vedanta Darshana. It is our very important, because our Veda Maharishi, our Veda Vyasa is given our Vedanta Darshan, because formatted by all the Upanishads. Totally 108 Mukhya Upanishads available. And these are the Upanishads means it comes from Jnanakanda and Udramimamsa. Our Veda Vyasa is compiled this 18 Puranas. And it's discussed about the Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Raja Yoga, Hatha Yoga, and Mantra Yoga also. Because the Yoga Upanishads also available. Already we are aware that 20 Yoga Upanishads available. And the Advaita Guru, the actually we are aware that 3 types of concepts available and 3 gems available in the our Indian Hindu tradition. The first one, the God is only one. That is told by our Adi Shankaracharya, Advaita concept. And no, the God is having 2 persons. The one is separate, God is separate, the another human is separate. That is told as Madhvacharya. And except apart from these 2, one separate is available. That is called as Visishta Advaitam. That is given by our Ramanuja. Okay, this is our small concept. And next one. Next, we'll discuss about the introduction about the Upanishads. When we are this comes from this Upanishads, maybe 18W or 1500 BC. What is the meaning of Upanishad? The Upanishad means Uba, Ni, Sat. One nearby, devotedly sitting. So Upanishad knowledge is being passed from Guru to the disciple who sits close to Guru devotedly. So the total is not known, but 108 Upanishads have been mentioned in the Muktika Upanishad. So we have the 3 important texts. First one, Prasthanatraya. The Prasthanatraya means 3 important primary texts. First one, Upanishad. The Upanishad comes Shruti Prasthana or Upadesa Prasthana. Brahma Sutra comes under Nyaya Prasthana. And Bhagavad Gita is the Smriti Prasthana. Because the Brahma Sutra is the combined Upanishads and Veda concepts also included in the Brahma Sutra book. So in this Upanishads are discussed about the Jiva, Jagat and Ishvara. Here the Jiva means embodied our soul, our Jivan. Jagat means the world. Ishwaran means God. The God here, the Ishvara is the creator of our universe. Okay, how many principal Upanishads available? 10 principal Upanishads available. That's our Ishavasya Upanishad. Ma'am, compulsory to memory the 10 Upanishads name. You should know it. Ishavasya Upanishad, Keno Upanishad, Kado Upanishad, Prasanna Upanishad, Mundaka Upanishad, Mandukya Upanishad, Aitreya Upanishad, Taitreya Upanishad, Chandogya Upanishad, and Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. And this one image is given. That is the 4 Vedas indicated in like 4 sides. The Rik, Yajur, Sama, Atharvana. And the blue color number is given 7, 1, 3, 8, 10, and 2, 9, 4, 5, 6. These are the Upanishad numbers. And the green letter shows the Mahavakyas. So Upanishads also having the Pramanas, Pratyaksham, Anumanam, Agamam, that is Abdavakyam, Upaman, and Arthapadi, and Alubalati. Ma'am, take you 5 minutes. Okay, now we will discuss in the Jainism. Is already we are aware that the Jainisa, they are not believe in the God, they are not believe the Vedas. But in the Jainism, they believe the Ahimsa. That means do not disturb the any individual man or like animals, everything. So everything they believe that they equal. So in the Jainism was propagated by the first Tirthankara and Swami Risabhadeva. And our 24th Tirthankara is the Mahavira alias Vardhamana. Our Vardhamana is born in Bihar. And what is the teaching in our Jainism? In this, our Jainism is teach about the God as the creator of universe. And this basic philosophy is Ahimsa. and their ultimate aim is moksha and ending a birth and death cycle. Their aim is moksha, but allies the ending the birth and death cycle, like this life cycle, and they are not believe in heaven or hell. They are not believe in the, ma'am, once again, ma'am, one call will come. And the finally, they have to believe the karma is determined the quality of life. If you do the good karma, our life will good. And if you do the bad karma, that is also determine our life. So this is some teachings about our Jainism. According to our YCP level 3 examination, they were asking their syllabus mode. What does that mean by Jainism teaching? That type of questions asking, ma'am. The few are maybe two or two. I think two questions, two theory questions maybe asking. The next another thing, the samanar. The samanar means the Jainer. The Jainer means who have been over the mind and senses by the control. That is called as Jainer. And they have to follow the Sabdanga Vada or Shyata Vada. And the two types of divisions in after the some years in the Jainism happened. And the first one, Arugada. The Arugada means they have to follow those who are follow the Arugan god. Then second one, Nigandar. The Nigandar is the god name. The Nigandar means it is a non-attached, and so Nigandar or Nirgandar. Their region is called as Nigandar region. So two types of major divisions in our Jainism. Ekantavadam. The Eka means one. The Ek means one. That is a single god concept. Anekavadam. The Aneka means many, the numbers, the multiple god concept. So Samanam, Anekavatam. These are the two divisions in our Jainism. And what are the three Ratanatrayas? This questions may be asking. And right faith, right knowledge, right action. So Darshana, Jnana, and Charitra. There is a three Ratanatrayas are three jewels. So right faith, that is called as Samyak Darshana, right knowledge, that is a Samyak Jnana, and right action, that is called as Samyak Charitra. And they have followed the three Anumanas. The first Anumana is a Pratyaksham, and Anumanam, and Sabdam. And next one, four kinds of dhyanas available in our Jainism. The dhyanas, Artha dhyana, Arudra dhyana, Dharma dhyana, and Sukla dhyana. The Artha means dhyana on our unhappiness thoughts, unhappiness mode. And next one, Arudra dhyana, that is the dhyana on our cruel and angry thoughts. And next one, Dharma. It is a Dharma means our dhyana on our religious matters, in the good things. And Sukla means dhyana, that is a normal dhyana. So this type of totally four types of major dhyanas available in our Jainism. And the next one, Mahavratas. The Mahavrata means that is a code of conduct. Ahimsa, Satyam, Asteya, Brahmacharyam, Abarigraham. This is told by our Patanjali also. It is available in our Patanjali. Brahmacharya, the Ahimsa Brahmacharya Pradishtaya Virya Labhaha. Abarigraha Stairya Janmagadanda Sambodhaha. The benefits of Abarigraha. If you are not do the other person's jewels or something, you got the lot of diamonds and golds. So the Mahavratas means code of conduct. There's a 5 available: Ahimsa, Satyam, Asteya, Brahmacharya, and Abharigraha. Next one, we have the 7 proposes or 7 Syatavada, and these are the some concepts. There is no need, so I'm skip this slide. And next one, Breaksa meditation. They may be asking the what does it mean by Breaksa meditation? Where it is followed in your YCB exam. The Breaksa meditation is a technique of meditation that aim at brings about the positive attitudinal and behavior changes through overall transformation in the personality. It is a meditation technique, and although the technique of Breaksa meditation is derived from the wisdom of ancient philosophy, and it is authentically based on the current scientific principles.
Sure.
So what is the purpose of our Breaksa meditation? Is to purify the mental state. And human mind is constantly exposed to contaminating urges, emotions, and passions. So therefore, it is essential to remove these obstacles. So our Breaksa meditation main importance is to purify our mental state. That means without any bad things. So peace of mind appears with disappearance of impure thoughts. So in addition, balanced mind, equanimity, and well-being also experienced simultaneously. So uncontrolled emotions like anger, greed, etc. are not only the hurdles in the spiritual progress, but also become the cause of disaster in the social life. So next one, Jainism. Sorry, Buddhism. The Buddhism is invented by our Gautama Buddha. Buddha is born from Siddhartha. The Buddha's allies Siddhartha, and burned in Nepal in the country, and I think the place is Kapilavastu. So they have to follow the Sanabhangavada. It is a Anityavada or Sanikyavada. And Buddha's noble truths. That is a very important, because your syllabus they have mentioned Arya Satyas. So kindly take the printout to the YCB level 3 syllabus, and you should memorize the syllabus. Is very important. Maybe in your examination they are asking what is for the Arya Satyas. So that time we tell the answers immediately. So life is full of sorrow and misery. Already I think you are aware that. So desire is the cause of misery. So desire is a very important here in our life. So sorrow and sufferings can be removed by giving up one's desire. So desire can be overcome by following the eightfold path. What is the eightfold path?
Niyama.
Yeah, that is a different, ma'am.
Okay.
The eightfold path is Samyak Tristi,
Okay.
Samyak Sankalpa, Samyak Vak, Samyak Karmanda, Samyak Jiva, Samyak Vyayama, and Samyak Smriti or Shati, and Samyak Samadhi. And the first thing, the right view, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, and right effort, and right knowledge, right meditation. So first one, right view, that is a Samyak Tristi, and second one, right thought, and next one, Samyak Sankalpa. Third thing, right speech, that is a Samyak Vank, and fourth one, right action, that is a Samyak Karmanda, and fifth one, right livelihood and Samyak Jiva, and next one, right effort, that is a Samyak Vyayama, and next one, right knowledge, the Samyak Smriti or Shati, and next one, right meditation, so Samyak Samadhi. So these are the eightfold paths. So next one, the three things available, three things is very important in our Buddhism. So first one, three kinds of jewels, three ratnas are three kinds of the three jewels available. The three jewels are Buddham Saranam Gacchami, Dhammam Saranam Gacchami, Sangam Saranam Gacchami. Okay. The Saranam Gacchami means I adore the Buddham, and I adore the Dhammam, and I adore the Sangam. So if you are already attended Vibhashana, you should know this Buddham, Dhammam, and Sangam. Okay. And the fourth, yeah, okay. They have to tell repeatedly, Buddham Saranam Gacchami in the end of the session, every session.
Sir, that is second one is Dharmam Sharanam Gacchami.
Not Dharmam, ma'am, Dhammam.
Okay.
Dhamma Madura, Dhamma Bangalore.
Sure.
If you have checked the Vibhashana course, they have to first display in the website. There is a Dhamma Bangalore, sir, Dhamma Karnataka, Dhamma Andhra. That names come.
What is means Dhamma means?
The Dhamma means their Buddhist. I think the meditation place may be something, ma'am. You just search the Google, ma'am.
Okay.
Next one, the four kind of meditation technique available. That is a Kaya Anubhasan, and Vedana Anubhasan, and Chitta Anubhasan, Dhammam Anubhasan. Dhamma means Mukti, ma'am. Mukti.
Oh, understood.
And Kaya Anubhasan. Kaya means already you are aware that body. Our body is told as Kaya, Kayam. And Vedana means already you are aware that feeling, sensation. And Chitta means mind consciousness. And Dhamma means Mukti. So totally four kinds of meditation techniques available in our Buddhism. So our today's session, we have to complete the Astika Nastika Darshans, and tomorrow we will see the remaining theory session. Now we will start the practical things. We will first discuss, then go for the tomorrow practical live practical.